We are counting down to April 8th. That's when Buffalo falls into that so-called path of totality for the next solar eclipse.
Pretty cool, but did you know that tomorrow marks the 99th anniversary of the last time a total solar eclipse of the sun occurred here? Channel 2's Dave McKinley has more about the way it was observed on January 24th, 1925. David?
From what we've been able to learn today, it appears that Buffalo was just as excited about the eclipse back then as it is getting now for the one which will occur in just under 11 weeks' time. Just as we expected will happen in April, at the time newspapers noted that stargazers were mobilizing in the city for what they called, as they might during the Roaring '20s, the astral twist and tryst of sun and moon. Among the many who came here were scientists. They were interested to know, among other things, what impact the eclipse might have on the relatively new phenomenon of radio and whether the eclipse would interfere with that medium, still very much in its infancy, after which it was concluded it did not. There were other experiments going on as well.
There were some animal studies going on as well. Zoos were doing this primarily to see how animals behave during an eclipse. So there were some things going. The Army was actually sending up airplanes to study the eclipse too.
Another note from back then was that although forecasters predicted fair skies allowing Buffalonians to witness the phenomenon in all its great glory, January 24th, 1925 turned out to be a day pretty much like today, gray and cloudy, leading the Buffalo Sunday Times to conclude the observation of the eclipse to be a failure here. April 8th is kind of iffy climatically as to whether it'll be sunny or rainy, although even if it's rainy, which we wouldn't be able to see the sun actually disappear, it will do that, so it would create darkness below the cloud cover. Scott and Mary Ellis.
Very cool.